First of all, the making of chapati is actually a Kenyan tradition. It should be given to mama mbogas. If you want to feed the children, and this is advice to Governor Sakaja, in Dagoretti, in Mukuru Kwanjenga, wherever, give that contract to mama mbogas. Wambiwe, where you have supply every month to this school, to that primary school, to toy primary school. But you can imagine creating a machine kutengeneza chapati. I think it's a big joke. These people have become a real big joke.
Mimi yangu nilishangaa kabisa kwa sababu hawa pensioners wa railways wakiwa somebody is grabbing where they belong and what belongs to them. Na ukiwaangalia hawa ndio serikali ya Kenya Kwanza ilikuwa inasema itainua maskini kwenda juu, bottom up, serikali ya bottom up. Lakini sasa inaonekana ni bottom chini, wakiendelea kuwafanya kuwa maskini kwa sababu wazee wameretire. Na wakiwa wameretire sasa pahali wanaweza kuita kwao na wanaweza kuuza wakajisaidia, inakuwa grab. Tunasema hivi, sisi kama wana Wiper Azimio opposition, leader wetu akiwa hapa His Excellency Dr. Kalonzo, tunasema hawa wapatiwe haki yao. Na President Samuel Ruto tunakuheshimu, lakini sasa hawa watu watalia mpaka lini? Maskini watalia mpaka lini? Wapatiwe haki yao. Na kama vile Mheshimiwa Martha Karua amesema, kama sio wewe umegrab, ni nani amegrab? Wewe ni baba yetu katika hili taifa. Kama ni baba, fanya haki kama baba. Asanteni.
Say that the rights of pension and any other monies accruing to somebody who is retired is a constitutional right and it is enforced by the law. And therefore there is no way you can take away what belongs to a pensioner and give it to somebody else. Not only this particular case, but there are many other land grabbing cases in the country whereby even property its lease is about to come to an end, and certain people go at the grabbing, including properties belonging to the army, cannot be grabbed, stolen, and given to a church. God is not poor. God does not take stolen sacrifices. It can only attract curses to whoever is doing that. And I want to say that this particular one, the Kenya Railways are only trustees. They should give it to the retirees or make sure they look for money and to pay for it.
Well done. Thank you. I think we move to the next level. The next thing is, one would have expected that when William Ruto went to visit Mathare, Dagoretti and other places today, we gather is in Makandara, he would be at least at the heart to address the problems that our people faced after the demolitions, particularly along the Nairobi River. And now we have seen a notice, kusema kwamba they are not satisfied with the 30 meters. They want now to go up to 60 meters. And therefore occasioning greater harm and pain to the people of this city. And these are fellow Kenyans. They were even promised, I would have expected William Ruto to say, here is the money that we promised to Wapatia. In fact, if you remember, it was a point of departure with his deputy, because the deputy could see the blatant abuse of human rights of the citizens of this country. So we are seeing that instead of giving prominence to things, this challenge is now offering to get up a machine which can manufacture 1 million chapatis. If I was asked for an opinion, and if you truly believe in the bottom-up thing, first of all, the making of chapati is actually a Kenyan tradition. It should be given to mama mbogas. If you want to feed the children, and this is advice to Governor Sakaja, in Dagoretti, in Mukuru Kwanjenga, wherever, that contract to Mama Mbogas. Waambiwe, we supply every month to this school, to that primary school, to Toy Primary School. But you can imagine creating a machine kutengeneza chapati. I think it's a big joke. These people have become a real big joke. And we therefore want to tell them we are watching, and of course we'll be going to the ground. I know media occasionally said, hey, you guys go out there. Haven't you seen that Ruto's tour of the city comprises more policemen with batons beating people, right? than the citizens themselves. So you cannot force yourself on the Kenyan people. Kenyans have decided Ruto must go. Ruto must go, wherever he goes. And we know they're even paying, not solo of the regular media, but musionyeshe hiyo. Kwa mfano jana, these retirees I'm told had a procession to their property. But people misdirected the media to utawala. Today, they are getting it as it should be. God bless you. Kama kuna maswali ama somebody wants to add, Mheshimiwa Mwande.
Asanteni sana. Mimi nitazungumzia, kabla sizungumzie hili jambo la ubomoaji, nitazungumzia hilo jambo la Prioritising. Tafadhali, hata kama una roho, hawa wazee wako na miaka 78, 80, 91, wewe unaichangia kwa kumdhulumu huyu mzee, hiyo land yake iibiwe, wewe siku moja da retire. Usisahau hao wenyewe walishindwa kuwalipa hawa wazee, ndipo kabidi wapatie hayo mashamba 23 ambao wameuza 10, lakini moja na grabiwa hapa. Tafadhali shamba irudishwe kwa wazee, na hiyo railway pia warudishiwe. Hicho ni kiwanja chao. Asanteni. Mama nyinyi wazee, na takisha kama mmepata ya shamba zenu. Ile lingine, ili jambo la ubomoaji, nataka kuanzisha upya. Riparian ilikuwa ni kwa kisheria ni mita 15 kushoto, mita 15 kulia, ama kutoka kwa mto. Lakini sasa unataka kuongeza uende ukabomoe mita ingine 15 pande hii, mita ingine 15 pande hii, hiyo mita 30 kila upande. Ni sheria gani ambayo mnatunga? Mna publish vitu kwa magazeti sababu printing press, government printing press ni yenu. Haiwezekani. Kule kwa ground mtakutana na wananchi. Kule kwa sisi hatutakubali mje mbomolee watu wetu hapa Nairobi. Hapa Nairobi hatubomolewi. Wewe tafadhali, kama una mambo yako kubomolea watu, nenda kabomolee kwingineko. Hapa Nairobi River hatutakubali. Na wananchi wale wako pale wameishi pale miaka zaidi ya 37, 42 hapo wanapoishi. Juzi mkoje mbomolea mkawaambia mkawaida kwamba mtawapatia pesa za kwenda kuishi mahali pengine. Mkawadanganya. Tafadhali ili jambo tuliangalie kimakini, because wananchi wako tayari kutoka. Mtakuja, mtatupata pale kwenye ground. Sisi hatuwafichi na sisi hatuwagopi. Round hii hata kubali mtu amwabomolee watu wetu. Hiyo wizi wa mashamba umezidi sana. Tamaa ya mashamba. Kwani ni mashamba ambaye kangapi unataka? Ni mashamba ambaye mnataka? Hao wananchi wa Mukuru kwa Njenga, Mukuru kwa Ruben, Kware, hiyo line yote. Kibra. Huko kote mtaka kubomolia. Kwa nini? Ati 15 meters zinatosha kufanya riparian na kupanda miti. Kwa area yangu mimi Embakasi South imepandwa vizuri na wale machifu na wale ACC wako kule. Kwa hivyo wacheni kuja kuingilia kudhulumu wananchi tafadhali. That is totally unnecessary. Kuna mala penye ni kupanda miti kama mataka. Asante.
I just want to say that the journeys made by the president in Nairobi is a preparation of young Kenyans to accept a new finance bill, which is being prepared. And I want to urge Kenyans, and especially the young ones, and every caring Kenyan, that we need to look at it carefully. It is not very different from the one which has been rejected before, and the Kenyans should be alert. That's why the president is trying to popularize his ideas in Nairobi. And finally, you have seen the tours are mad with chaos, robberies, and the people who are paid to come into these rallies eventually end up looting people. I think the main thing is to provide security for innocent Kenyans whose cars are being broken into and they are getting robbed, and even unfortunately somebody died in this. The president has need to apologize for it and compensate that particular family.
Well, maybe two other points. You have noticed that the Haiti mission has now become a matter for Kenyan taxpayers, who in the first place allowed them to go to Haiti. I was in Kajiado yesterday, and the body of our first fallen police officer will be arriving, probably has arrived, and will be buried somewhere in Kajiado on Tuesday, on Wednesday. This is a big shame. Hebu angalieni, badala ya kulia that the American administration has withdrawn USID in order to now cover that gap, our advice would have been very simple. That you withdraw our Haiti children, withdraw them. If you are now asking Kenyans to pay some 4.65 billion, I've seen that in the media, we use that to even now make sure the medicines for HIV patients, right, and other diseases that have been covered or catered for by the USID program, at least use that money to make these medicines transportable to every Kenyan, because a lot of them are already missing their doses. You are killing your people, and the money that's supposed to help them unalipa for Haiti na kwingineko. Similarly, because RSF here came and formed a parallel government, the government of Sudan has now banned importation of Kenyan tea. If you are familiar with Khartoum, utajua kwamba wanapenda sana kahawa, majani ya Kenya. They actually take it black tea with a lot of sugar. Kwa kila mahali. Now we cannot even export our tea to Sudan because of carelessness of this regime. Mambo haya yote yanawakera sana wa Kenya. So even you members of the media, you have that obligation to let our people know, and I thank you, I really thank you, because this is a struggle for all of us to get our country back. Asanteni.